She's been on a record 5 covers of Sports Illustrated. We all know her wonderful underwear range. And tonight at this event, anyone that attends gets this amazing chance to hear from Elle. Hello, lovely to have you here.
Oh my gosh, talk about a morning entrance.
Straight out of the loft, straight into our studio. Thank you for being here.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me.
But we've just been talking about the event tonight and what you wear. Now, did you agonise as much as Laura and I, who are coming to the event, did over our outfits?
Well, I wanted to wear something from a New Zealand designer.
Beautiful.
And I was in Australia, and I know that, you guys know that Australia and New Zealand are just 2 different kind of countries. And so now I'm here, I'm going to have a really good look at my options, New Zealand options, and I'll let you know.
Great.
Have you got any advice for Streety? Because it actually for me as well, because Streety is wearing a pink and red number, so very Emmy vibe. It's very in on trend at the moment. And I'm wearing an electric blue suit. So have you got any advice for us going forward, and like maybe some accessories that we could run with those colours?
Is pink and red appropriate for a start?
Well, first of all, colours are always appropriate. Having said that, I think I'm wearing black. I don't know. I think colours always looks beautiful on these kind of evenings, and it's really uplifting on your skin and on your mood. So I can't wait to see you.
Do you still get worried about going to an event and having to choose? So many women are like, oh, what do I wear? Do you still go through that?
Yeah, I do, because, it's not like what you wear is not going to be noticed. So you kind of can't slip under the radar.
Not when you're Elle Macpherson, that's for sure. No.
So if you have a bomb, which I've done quite a few times, it's like a real bomb. But what I've learned over time is really your attitude is everything. So even if you're wearing something that you're not 100% comfortable in, if you're at ease within yourself, and if you're bright and upbeat and open to people, then really in the end what you wear doesn't really matter. People don't look at that, they look at your energy more, that they feel your energy.
And obviously with you, a lot of work goes in prior to the night when you're actually wearing the dress. You look wonderful, Elle, and I actually interviewed you a few years ago for one of our live current affairs shows, and you don't look like you've aged a bit. Well, I have to ask this because so many of our listeners want to know, how do you continually stay so great, so in shape? What do you do?
I believe in natural beauty. That's what I've realised is, for me, the thing that, particularly as I age, I'm 55, 56 now, turning 56.
You're doing it incredibly well, might I add. You look fantastic.
Thank you very much. But I think it's because I don't do any procedures.
Yeah.
I think that really helps. And the most important thing I do is I start on the inside. Actually, I start on the inside for everything. Emotional well-being, physical well-being, spiritual well-being. And, for me, I turned a corner when I was 50, and I realised that what I was doing, in my 20s, 30s and 40s wasn't appropriate for when I was 50.
What were you doing?
Well, I was just doing the same things. I mean, I was doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results, which was, calories in, workout, just sort of very sort of simple equation for what I thought was wellness. And really what I was just trying to do was make sure that I looked good in front of the camera, which was my job, normal.
Yeah.
But the reality was I wasn't really balancing my inner and outer beauty. And
sorry to interrupt you, is there anything, you age so gracefully, but is there anything that you don't like about certain aspects of your aging, or are you just at peace with that?
Look, it's not as easy to be photographed at my age as it was when I was 20. But at 20, I had other things that I was concerned about. I wasn't worried about how the planes of my face or the wrinkles or the tightness of my skin or anything like that, which I'm actually not even worried about now. But I had other things, like my inner confidence wasn't mature at that time. What I've realised is what I put inside my body, nutrients, the kind of nutrients that I put inside my body really affects my skin and my hair and my nails and my vibrancy and my character. And so I make sure that I nourish myself with the Super Elixir. Has been the big turning point in my life, discovering these products and discovering this way of life, this alkaline way of life, and this sort of beauty from within has really changed my life.
Okay, sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, when you started out doing what you do and standing in front of the camera, it's a very high pressure situation, and you probably learn a lot about yourself. But if you could give yourself one piece of advice, going back to that young lady that started, what would that piece of advice be?
I mean, it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
I would say, listen, I think our business is a journey. Our life is a journey, wellness is a journey, and there it can be a roller coaster of ups and downs, but the most important thing is to try to balance those ups and downs with learning from every situation. That way nothing goes to waste.
Yeah, that's very nice.
So learn from the ups, learn from the downs, and apply that to new areas in your life.
This is a totally random question, but Laura and I, we've got a hypnotist, right, that comes on our show every week. And one of the big buzzwords in the hypnosis world at the moment is gastric banding, the stomach stapling surgery, virtually. So you don't actually get the surgery. They just trick you into thinking you've had it. Have you heard about that? Do you know anyone that's had success?
And don't we look great? Don't we look great?
This is the psychology of weight loss, though, isn't it?
Well, the psychology of wellness isn't really that. The psychology of wellness is actually being well, not pretending to be well or tricking yourself into being well, actually nurturing yourself in ways that actually mean that you are well.
So that's a no.
So that's a hard no. Elle Macpherson, thank you so much for your time this morning. We have loved having you in our studio. You are just as gorgeous as ever.
Thank you so much.
Tonight, though, we head to Sky City. It is a sellout now, the New Zealand Fashion Week Gala. So hard luck if you've missed out, unfortunately. But Streety and I will tell you all about it on Monday.
will.
We've got some of our fabulous hits listeners coming with us, and we can't wait to see you there.
Thank you so much.